Good morning, everyone. Today I am here with lecture number 3, Subject Reasoning, Grade 8. These are the topics which I am going to discuss in this lecture number 3. Firstly, I shall talk about number analogy and then I shall discuss alphabet analogy. And in the end of this lecture, I shall discuss the assignment solutions which I have given you as homework. So, number analogy first we will discuss, and then alphabet analogy. Mixed questions of these two concepts we will discuss as I have given these questions in the assignment solutions. Dear children, in number analogy we shall discuss two types of questions. First is, we need to choose a similarly related pair, that is choosing a similarly related pair as the given number of pair on the basis of the relation between the numbers in each pair. And second type of questions will be choosing a number to a group of numbers on the basis of certain common properties that they possesses. So these are the two types of questions which we are going to cover in number analogy. Let us talk about now alphabet analogy. In alphabet analogy, in these types of questions, two groups of alphabets related to each other in same way are given, and we are supposed to find out this relationship and choose a group of alphabets which is related in the same way to the third group provided in the question. So basically we need to find out the same relation as it is given to us in the question, and then accordingly we need to find out the answer in alphabet analogy. So let us discuss now the assignment solutions which I have given you as homework. Let us talk about question number 1. In question number 1, it is given to us like this is the question. Now we need to find out what should come in place of this question mark, and options are A is 22, second option is 29, third option is 18, fourth option is 51. So first of all, we need to understand what is the relation between this 3 and 11. So, dear children, it is quite clear that if I write 3 square plus 2, my answer will comes out to be 11. Like 3 square is 9 plus 2 and answer is 11. In the similar manner, if I will square 7 and add 2 to its square, then 7 square is 49 plus 2, that will be 51. So the correct answer for question number 1 is D option, that is 51. This is question number 2. 324 is to 162. So let us see what is the relation between these two numbers given to us. If I will multiply 162 by 2, my answer will comes out to be 324. So clearly, if I see this option A, 36 into 2, we will not get 64. So 2 is to 1. So this is the correct option. You can check other solutions also, other options also. You will not satisfy the same relation as it is given to us in the question. So B option is the correct option for question number 2. This is question number 3. Which number is like the given set of numbers? This is the given set which is present in the question. 3, 17, 30, 31. So we need to find out what is so common about these numbers. So clearly the numbers given in this set are all prime numbers. And 5 is also a prime number. 5 is also a prime number. So it belongs to the same group. So for question number 3, answer is A option, that is 5. Question number 4. Which number is like the given set of numbers, or which set of numbers is like the given set of numbers? So one set is given to us and we need to find out the same relation between the sets which are given to us in the option, which holds the same relation as it is given to us in the question, like 48, 24, 12. Now in this given set, the first number is twice the second and the second number is twice the third. I am repeating the relation. The first number is twice the second and the second number is twice the third. So similar relationship we need to find out. Like if I talk about this option A, first number is twice the second, but this same relation does not exist between these two numbers. So we cannot take this option. If I talk about this option B, so no relation exists. We want that first number should be twice the second and this is not the twice. So we cannot take this option B. So clearly the C option is the correct option. You can see here the first number is twice the second and the second number is twice the third. So question number 4 answer is C option. Now let us see question number 5 based on alphabet analogy. A, B, C, D is to O, P, Q, R. So we need to first find the relationship between these two groups and then accordingly what will be the answer for W, X, Y, Z. So try to understand the relationship between these two. It is quite clear that each letter of the first group is moved 14 steps. If you will see at the alphabets, A is moved 14 steps and forward to obtain the corresponding letter of the second group. So if I will move A 14 steps forward, then I will be writing O. B is moved 14 steps forward and it is written P. C is also moved 14 steps forward, then Q is written. D is written 14 steps, moved 14 steps forward, and then R is written. So if I talk about W, X, Y, Z, answer will comes out to be B, because we need to move each and every alphabet of this group 14 steps forward to get the answer. So the answer for question number 5 is B option, that is KLMN. Let us talk about now question number 6. This is the question. QIOK is to MMKO and we need to find out the answer for YAWC. So let us see the relationship between these two groups first. On observing the pattern of these two groups, the first and the third letters of the first group, that is Q and O, these are the first and third alphabets of the letters of the first group. They are moved 4 steps backwards to obtain first and third letters of the third letter is K, first and third letters of the second group. So the first and the third letters of the first group, these are the first and third letters of the first group, they are moved 4 steps backwards to obtain the corresponding letters of the second group. Now if I talk about second and fourth letter, the second and fourth letters, that is I and K of the first group, are moved 4 steps forward to obtain the corresponding letters of the second group, like MO. I am repeating the relation. The first and the third letters of the first group, they are moved 4 steps backwards to obtain the corresponding letters of the second group. The second and fourth letters of the first group, they are moved 4 steps forward to obtain the corresponding letters of the second group. So the similar relationship exists between this option, that is D option. So for question number 6, D option is the correct option. Question number 7. CFED is related to PSQR in the same way as JMKL is related to. Now again we need to find out the relationship between these two and then accordingly we need to find out the answer. So CFED is related to PSQR in the same way as JMKL is related to what? So, dear children, as we have discussed question number 7, in the similar manner, in this question also, the first and the second letters of the first group are each moved 13 steps forward. I am repeating it. The first and the fourth letters, the first and the second letters, not the fourth letters, the first and the second letters of the first group are each moved 13 steps forward. The third letter is moved 12 steps. This is the third letter. This is moved 12 steps. 12 steps forward. This third letter is moved 12 steps forward, and the fourth letter is moved 14 steps forward, that is to obtain the corresponding letters of the first group. I am repeating the relationship. First, that is first alphabet, first letter, that is C, and second letter, that is F. C and F, these are the first and second letters of the first group. They are each moved 13 steps forward to obtain the first and second alphabets, corresponding alphabets or letters of the second group. The third alphabet, that is E, it is moved 12 steps forward, and the fourth letter is moved 14 steps forward. This fourth letter is moved 14 steps forward to obtain the corresponding letters of the second group. So for this question, the answer or the same relationship, to find the same relationship between this group as we have discussed in these two groups, is satisfied by this option, that is C option. So for question number 7, answer is C, that is WZ. Let us talk about the last question of this assignment, that is question number 8. EGIK is related to WUSQ in the same way as DFHG is related to what? So first of all, we need to identify the relationship between these two groups. Now let us find out that relationship. EGIK, dear children, it is quite clear. These four alphabets are 5th, 7th, 9th and 11th letters from the beginning of the alphabet series. I am repeating, EGIK are 5th, 7th, 9th and 11th letters from the beginning of the alphabet series, and W, U, S, Q are 4th, this is at 4th position, 4th, 6th, 8th and 10th letters from the end of the alphabet series. So this is, I am writing it here, this is 5th, 7th, 9th and 11th letters from the beginning, and these are the 4th, 6th, 8th and 10th letters from the end of the alphabet. Similarly, D, F, H, J are 4th, 6th, 8th and 10th letters from the beginning of the alphabet. So the required group will consist of the letters which are having the same relationship as it is given to us in the question. So for this question number 8, the correct answer is D option, which is having the same relationship. So dear children, I hope you have understood the topics being explained in this lecture. So I hope you must have completed the assignment. If it is still incomplete, you can see the solutions from this video lecture and complete your reasoning assignment. That's all for today. Thank you so much.